Hey gang, Matt here, and today I'm opening another 2 LP Metalhead box. Of course, not just LPs, a lot of other great metal stuff come each and every month in these boxes. So let's find out what's in this one. Why not? So for those folks who don't know, the Metalhead Box is a monthly subscription box service that brings you metal stuff each and every month. Great stuff, autographs, t-shirts, CDs, LPs, stickers, patches, you name it. And in a whole bunch of subgenres. They have black metal, classic metal, death metal, power metal, thrash, you name it as well. Good stuff. And it should also be mentioned that these boxes are curated by actual metalheads. It's not some lame corporate attempt to try to be metal. It's not record labels trying to push the worst stuff on you. They're actually curated by metal fans. So you know they're going to get it right, and you know you're going to get good stuff each and every month. So with that, let's see what's in the Metalhead box for June 2020. All right, let's see what we got. Starting with a CD, which is interesting because I usually don't get CDs. This is War Throne. The album is Crown of the Apocalypse. I think this is their second album, came out in 2019, following Venom Massacre from 2014. There's the cover right there. And American band, I believe, death and black metal. Girl and a Guy are the members of the band. And yeah, I don't know much more about them. It's interesting I got a CD because I have a 2 LP Metalhead box. I usually don't get CDs, but I guess they threw it in this time, so awesome. I'm going to definitely check these guys out, for sure. All right, let's see what else we got. It looks like we got an enamel pin. Look at that. This is the Knot Man. He is the mascot for Anthrax. The story of the Knot Man is kind of interesting. Charlie Benante originally came up with him, probably around the spreading the disease period, but we didn't see him until the State of Euphoria album. If you look on the back cover, he's there along with the drawing of Anthrax, the band members, by Mort Drucker. If you don't know who Mort Drucker is, you might be familiar with his work. He was the in-house artist, one of many, for Mad Magazine. This is probably a Scott Ian thing. Scott was a big Mad Magazine guy. I think Charlie might have been as well. But that's where you see the Knot Man first. Some people say that the origins of the Knot Man are from Charlie, in that he modeled it after Johnny Z of Megaforce Records, what he looks like when he's angry, which is kind of a funny story, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. Charlie's a bit of a jokester, so he might have just said that. The likelier explanation is that it's modeled after a series of finger puppets that came out back then. There's one that in particular that looks exactly like this guy. So that's probably the story, but who knows, right? Anyways, the Knot Man. He's definitely a silly little mascot. And will I put this on my battle vest? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But it's a cool pin to have. Why not? Anthrax is a good band. Next up, looks like a t-shirt. And let's take a look at this. Very nice. This is Massacre. Massacre's a wonderful death metal band. We haven't heard a lot through the decades from them. They originally came out in the early 90s. Cam Lee, vocalist, as well as 3/4 of the older lineup for Death. Rick Ross and Terry Butler and Bill Andrews. And they put out a great album called From Beyond. And then they followed it up with a really decent EP called Inhuman Condition. And then they didn't do too much from then until maybe in the 2000s, and Cam Lee resurrected the band. There were a couple lineup changes or a couple breakups. Rather turbulent history for this band. But as of 2020, I do hear that they're going to be doing a new album. Haven't heard much about a release, but it'd be cool to see one because I love this band. Very cool band. I want to show that shirt again because the design's pretty cool. I did find out that the design is by Cam Lee. Cam Lee designed the shirt. He probably did the art himself as well. It says old school death metal. That's exactly what they are. I'm definitely going to be wearing this shirt. Love this band. Next up, looks like a turntable mat with the cover to Arise from Sepultura. This is their, fourth album, I believe, not including an EP. Great artwork, always really bizarre artwork for Sepultura. This is done by Michael Whalen. He's an artist who also did Beneath the Remains and Chaos AD for Sepultura. He also did Obituary's Cause of Death album cover, which is pretty interesting considering that the artist himself is more of a fantasy sci-fi kind of guy. He did artwork for a lot of those types of novels in the 70s and in the 80s. I'm familiar with him, interestingly enough, because I guess I'm going to admit a bit of nerddom here. When I was in junior high school, I read a lot of fantasy and sci-fi novels. I was a big science fiction guy. And I discovered his work on the covers of books from Anne McCaffrey. She did a series called The Dragon Riders of Pern. Same artist, which is really incredible because if you think about it, fantasy art and death and thrash metal covers, there isn't a huge similarity there, but Michael Whalen does weird enough artwork where I think these bands are kind of digging what he did, and there it is. Very cool. I have a turntable mat. I don't really like it. It's over there. But I'm definitely going to replace it with this because this is great artwork and amazing album, Arise. You should hear it if you haven't already. Definitely. Next up, we got the LPs. Let's start here with Midnight Hellion. This is Condemned to Hell. Show you that little cover there. This band, this is their first full-length album. They had an EP back in, I want to say 2012, called Enter the Unknown. And let's take a look at the vinyl here. The band's an American band. They are traditional metal with a bit of thrash and speed. There are the labels there for you. Very interested in hearing them. I think I heard a little bit off the EP, but I haven't heard much of them since. I'm also thinking this is a 2019 issue on vinyl. I don't think it came out originally on vinyl back when it came out in 2017. It came out on all the other formats, but not this one. Yeah, great cover too. I'm going to be really interested in hearing this one. Yeah. And of course, we got a second album because it is a 2 LP set. Let's take a look. This is Cabal with Midian. So, Cabal's an interesting story. This album originally came out in 1990, or it was recorded in 1990, I should say. It's unclear whether it actually came out then, but it did see a CD issue in 2000. Again, the history on this is kind of blurry to me. If you know more about this, let me know in the comments. And then this is, I believe, a 2016 issue on vinyl. Different artwork, too, from the original CD. So, yeah, great artwork. I think this might be a little bit better. Anyways, this is death-influenced thrash metal. Think early Devastation, maybe Evil Dead, along those lines. Definitely of its time. I remember hearing some of this material. But I'm really unfamiliar with this album as a whole. I like the artwork quite a bit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Cabal. Interesting. Let's take a look at the vinyl itself. And let's see what we got here. It is on... looks like classic black. There's that. And the labels. Yeah. This is going to be interesting to hear. A little bit of thrash history here with Cabal. Yeah, definitely going to be checking this one out for sure. I should also point out there's some goodies in here. I see a nice little insert with the lyrics and that wonderful artwork again. And I believe there is a poster here. Take a look at the poster. Ah, there we go. Very, very nice. And there was one more thing in here, I believe. Yes, there's also a download card, but I'm not going to show it to you because there's a code and you'll use it. So there we go. Anyways, yeah, Cabal. Yeah, good stuff. All right, let's see what's next. Looks like a promotion of sorts from the Metalhead Box people called Tag and Share. Let's check it out. Make sure to take a photo of your favorite items in this month's box or from previous month's boxes. Tag hashtag the Metalhead Box and share, and you could win. The Metalhead Box will randomly select 50 of you and send you something in the mail. So pretty cool. Nice little contest of sorts from the Metalhead Box people. I may or may not enter. I feel conflicted because they send me these wonderful review boxes to show you each and every month, or almost every month as that goes. But who knows? you know, you should do it because the Metalhead Box is a great service and you'll get something great. I say it a zillion times over. Yeah, definitely. Check it out. Tag and share from the Metalhead Box. And of course, as we often get with these boxes, there is an autograph card. And this one is Robin Mason. She is a bass player. She is in Gruesome, but she's also in Derketa and Castrator. Great name. Gruesome and Castrator are death metal bands. I think Derketa is Death Doom, if I'm not mistaken. These are exclusive to the Metalhead Box, these autograph cards. They're definitely pretty cool. I have a collection of them now, basically, as a result of doing these boxes. And always excited to get them. I know a little bit about Gruesome. I don't know the other two bands. I'm very unfamiliar with Castrator. It might be an all-female band. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check out all three bands. And you know what? So should you. Definitely. And that's it for the June Metalhead Box. If you want to get your own box, you should definitely check out their website. I have that listed in the description below. Also, all their social media accounts, you should follow those. And also, check out some of these bands I mentioned. I link all of their web presences down below, whether it's Bandcamp or Facebook or their personal websites. Definitely check out the bands, for sure. And while you're at the Metalhead Box website, you should check out all of the variants of the Metalhead Box they have. They have vinyl boxes, they have a cassette box, they have a mini Metalhead box, and then they have the regular Metalhead box. And if you want to know the differences between all of those and what they entail, definitely, again, go to the Metalhead Box website. And let me know what you thought of this box. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What was your favorite item in the box? Definitely let me know all of that in the comments below. And of course, as always, like, subscribe, and share. Those are the ways you help the Accusation Network. Of course, some of you might know this, some of you might not know this, but I do metal vinyl collecting videos once or twice a week. So definitely check the channel out, check out the rest of the videos. Why not, right? And as always, thanks for watching, and ever forward.